It is that time of day. It's time to get fit, have lots of fun. I'm Missy Kane, so glad you're tuning in. We have a very special guest, a very special show today for you guys. Ted Hall is in the building. All the folks here were like, Ted, we got to get his picture. Ted is back. Somebody said, I thought you were dead.
No, I came back from 8 years in Atlanta. Yeah, 8 years in Atlanta. Thrilled to be back up here.
Well, Ted's going to join me on a little fit and fun. Tennis player.
I'm a tennis player. Haven't had a chance to play much. We've all been about moving and getting the new house ready, so I haven't had much time for activity. So this is about my best workout I'm going to have in about a month.
It starts here on Fit and Fun. Okay, guys, what we're going to do is some warm-ups, and you can do this right in your own living room. You don't have to have one of these medicine balls. You can grab a light weight or anything, but we're just going to do some trunk twists back and forth, get Ted warmed up. We've got some pictures Ted sent in of the family and a little bit of Ted's history with television. You go back a long way, but I can say that because I'm a lot older than you.
You're 30 years in the business for me.
Wow.
Actually, I'm in my 31st year now, 31 years in broadcasting.
That's amazing. I can't believe, so you're in Atlanta 8 years.
7 years, 51 weeks.
Okay.
Yep, so just about 8 years.
All right. And Lisa, we'll have a picture of Lisa coming up here in a second, but she's been a trooper, putting up with all the moves and everything else.
Yeah, she's been great. It has been a really hectic couple of years here, but we are thrilled to be back. Here, Moira and Missy, a couple of my favorites.
That was on the Games On event for Thompson Cancer Survivor. It was a great deal. Yeah. Now, this is Lisa and Keaton.
Yeah, that's Keaton. He was in a play at school. He's new at Grace Christian, but he's really gotten involved. He's on the tennis team. He was in the play. He's in the choir. He's really enjoying school.
Well, great. And there's Lisa. And Lisa started out in television, too. I think a lot of people don't know that,
She did, yeah. She and I were both news anchors at the smallest TV station in America that did its own local newscast in Goodland, Kansas.
And then she worked for Delta, remember? Airlines.
Yeah, she worked for Delta. Yeah.
And that was in Atlanta.
Yeah, that's one of my old co-anchors in Atlanta. I actually had 3 or 4 of them in Atlanta. And that is Melissa Long. And doing some live stuff there. Doing some stuff
Matt.
with the Today Show. Yeah, every day we would do a live interview with the Today Show. Yeah.
Gosh.
Not on the Today Show, on our air.
Right
before they started in the mornings. And they were always very nice.
Right. All right. Now, you guys missed it when we were talking. We were doing some warm-ups also this way. So let's go back to this for their viewers out here. This will just be range of motion. We don't have to be in sync or anything. But
boy, I need that.
A lot of people were shocked that you came back, but I had heard little rumors that Ted really misses. Ted and Lisa both miss this area.
Yeah, we decided probably 3 years ago now that there's no way we were going to stay in the job that we had down there and where we were. We didn't know for sure we were going to come back here. Mm-hmm. In fact, we spent quite a bit of time thinking we were going to move to Hawaii.
Really?
Yeah. My sister lives in Maui. We figured we were going to do that in 10 or 15 years anyway. Let's get a jump start on it.
Right.
Keaton's always said he wanted to live on the beach somewhere on the island.
Got back to Knoxville.
Yeah.
We're going to do the same thing. We're going to do a little bit of a angle here for like your tennis players. So, but then you.
Well, in October,
October
we tested the waters in Maui, and we spent a week and a half there. And only part of it did we spend like vacation, having fun. The rest of it was, what if we lived here? What was it going to be like? And we really enjoyed it. It's beautiful. And, we have a support group and stuff there. But at the end of it, Keaton, the one who we were thinking about doing this for, said, I think I'd really rather live in Knoxville.
Wow.
Yeah. So Knoxville beat out Hawaii, as usual.
Yeah. Well, a lot easier to see all the family and
stay
in touch with you got 2 other children
here. Yeah, all my kids were born here.
Right.
We're just thrilled to be back.
Okay, well, we are thrilled Ted's on the show. We'll talk a little bit more, but we're going to do some activities for strength and to get Ted ready for the tennis season.
Good.
So we're going to try a little bit of kettlebell work. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to have Ted use a kettlebell. I'm going to use a weight so that you guys at home can grab a soup can or whatever. So grab a light kettlebell to start out with, okay? I'm going to grab a weight. And some things with a kettlebell, it's just like a weight, but a lot of it's lower body, even though our arms are involved. A lot of it starts with our lower body and our hips. So let me show you guys and Ted what I mean. Just a basic kettlebell swing is like you have your hands like this.
Okay.
And you're going to come up like that. So we're just good squat position and then pop up with the hips. So we're here and pop it up. Main thing is pop it up. Good. So Lisa's already kind of gotten back with some of her buddies. And
Yeah, she's got all her friends are still here, and she's really been focused on the house. We bought a house.
I was trying to get Ted to move in our neighborhood.
We love your
right down
neighborhood.
the street. The three of us can be back together.
We love it there. They were too expensive, though. You should have told them all to lower the price. So we bought it, but she's gutting the whole thing, and she spends every day there working on it. Hopefully we can move in a few weeks from now.
Got 4 more of these.
Okay.
And 3. And 2. And 1. Set it down a little bit. We got water. I'm going to take a little water breaks.
So we're not done?
We're not done. Not just yet. We got about 20 minutes to go. But, you know, it's so great seeing Keaton's playing tennis.
Yeah.
And I remember the whole thing. We'll talk about, let's get our kettlebell again. But if you're not familiar, there's CovenantHealth.com hosts the Missy Fit and Fun page. So you can go to there, see who's going to be on the show next week, stuff about hiking, biking, all that. I'm a cancer survivor, but not near the scare that you had with Keaton.
It was a scare, yeah.
We're going to do one more set of these.
Okay, same thing?
Mm-hmm, same thing. 2 sets of each thing. That was about
6 years ago. Yeah, 6 years ago he had a seizure when we were on vacation in Kansas, where everybody vacations.
Right.
And we didn't know what the heck was going on.
Kansas, but y'all are from Kansas.
Yeah, that's where my wife's from, and I lived there for about 5 years. But it was one of those grand malls, and it lasted about a minute. Mm-hmm. And then he was out of it for 45 minutes or so before he was cognizant again.
4 more.
So we rushed him to the emergency room in an ambulance, and they ran some tests and asked us where we were from. We said we were in Atlanta, and they said, you better get back there.
Right.
Because he's got something in his brain. So we found out he had a brain tumor, and a couple days later had the surgery. So that, they kind of rushed it. Mm-hmm. And a few days after the surgery,
we're going to lean over to the side, just one side at a time. So surgery back in Atlanta.
Back in Atlanta. They called and said, well, the tumor's not what we think or what we thought it was. It looks like it's cancer. And we said, excuse me, what?
Right.
Wait, what? And unfortunately, as it turns out a lot in these cases, it was about 2 weeks before we had a chance to talk to the doctor and get some real answers.
Oh, boy.
So there was those 2 weeks were...
Yeah, a lot of prayer.
Those 2 weeks were really something. But what we have found in the, as you can probably tell, the fact he's on the tennis team, he'll be on the golf team, he's singing in the choir in the place, he's doing really well.
Right.
It's incredibly slow growing. Mm-hmm. And at one point, the doctor said, well, Keaton should die at 85 of something else.
So you're like, praise the Lord. That's great.
Yeah. So all things considered, very blessed.
Good.
Very blessed.
But I remember all that. A lot of the, I thought it was very cool too, because the East Tennessee, the Tennessee connection was lifting y'all in prayer and updates, and people would see each other and go, well, how's it going?
And
so
most of the support we got was from East Tennessee. And that of course stuck in our head. We've been living in Atlanta for years, but most of the support we got was from our friends here and strangers here. Yeah. It's another reason that we wanted to come back.
Right, that was a sign. We're going to do the same, similar, we were going straight up. Now this time, because tennis is involving both sides, we're going to do it like this, Ted. We're going to do it right side, then come back together, left side, and make sure we're kind of doing those little squats where that tail lights back, rear end back.
Yeah. Get all the weight on your heels, one of those things?
Yes, because Ted's had knee. I remember you in Knoxville having ACL, right?
I've now had 3.
Now we're going to do one at a time. Yeah, that's right.
3 knee surgeries now. Are you not doing the middle one? Am I the only one doing this right, Missy?
I'm going to do that one next. That'll be a fun one. I'll do that one next.
Let's
do it Ted's way. All right, middle.
Okay.
I like that. Left.
Middle. All right, we got the new Ted Hall work.
And I heard it. I injured my knee again, so I should have the fourth, but I told the guy I didn't want to put up with it. You think I can just live with what I got? He said, well, you can try.
Well, and, my doctor, Dr. Naylor at TOC, he says, nothing hard. You wouldn't going to go down low on these squats.
Yeah.
But doing some squats, keeping that hamstring and quad strong is important.
Yeah.
Especially for us.
And people may have noticed, I swear I'm 10 pounds heavier than I was when I was here last time.
Okay.
It's because the doctor said I can't run anymore.
Oh, yeah, me too.
I'm still trying to find something.
Hiking, biking.
And I do them.
This is the time.
It's
You're
just
busy.
not quite the same feeling as you get from a really hard run.
Because you can do that quick.
Yeah. But I'm finding stuff.
Well, I think spinning. We had our biggest winter team, our Covenant Health Knoxville biggest winter team, spun a lot, spin classes. I can really get my heart rate up doing that. 4 more of these.
And then you get that.
Or fit and fun at 7 a.m.
Yeah, I'm starting to feel it now, Miss. I think this is...
Last one. We're going to make Ted sweat a lot because he has his warm-up outfit on, so that's okay.
When I don't have makeup on, I like to sweat. That's not very often.
Put that down and we'll have a little water break. Speaking of that, funny story, I used to do the live shots for Live at 5 and with Ted and Moira, and I would literally go and do a run or play something. 541-4500 if you want more information. That's the Fit and Fun hotline. But I would go and get my workout in because Kelsey would be at daycare. I do my live shot and just go in and kind of do the Kessling, hit the powder on the nose.
Yeah, that's all Kessling would
Ted
do.
used to kid me, say, "You need to borrow my makeup, Missy."
You got a much bigger face than you seem to think. You think you got a little blob on your forehead.
We love Kessling, but we could write a book on Kessling.
Kessling was a joy. If you ever get a chance to watch him again, Bob Kessling, good chance he's going to have a big old puddle of sweat right here because he always forgets about that spot right there.
And he loved to run the last minute. Probably Rick Russo does too. They love to time it, that they just barely make it.
It gives you that adrenaline. So they're not doing it like, oops, I'm late. Right. I think they do it intentionally, just like you said.
All right, we're going to do one more. We're going to do one more set with the Ted.
It did cause him his knee injury. Remember that down at the SEC
Live
Championship
shot.
game? Yep.
Yes. With Rick Russo. How long has Rick been in the business?
Rick he's 30 some years. He's been in it a year or two longer than me. Oh, he's awesome.
At DLT with Ted.
Yeah, that's one of the strengths of our station there at Channel 8 Local 8.
And Alan,
yeah,
too.
so much experience there and a really good team.
Yeah. I like Alan. I see him at Sunday school. So
good.
All right, we're going to do the same Ted routine. We're going to start out in the middle, then we're going to go to right, look like your left, back to the middle, and other side. This is the Ted Hall special.
I was ahead of my time.
Yeah. Kettlebells are good though. I mean, it just kind of looks easy, but
you really do feel it. Yeah, it's a lightweight, but I think it's the way you're using it that makes the muscles react differently than it would for just a short movement with a regular weight.
It's forcing you to kind of start with the legs first, which is a lot of tennis, a lot of sports. You got to start with the legs first, right? Good job out there, everybody. Got 3 more.
Yeah, tennis we didn't play until we moved down to Atlanta, and now really happy we picked it up. There's a lot of people here in East Tennessee that play tennis. And for those who don't, it's a fun social thing. That's really why we did it. And then eventually you kind of get that competition flowing through your veins, and you want to see if you can beat somebody.
Well, and last one, we're going to put it down again. Logan.
My daughter is 21.
Was a cheerleader for a long time.
Long time.
I'm going to move that a little bit out for you.
This
in between, we're going to do some slow lunges. Let me show you guys what I mean. Slow, hold it for a second, and push it back.
Okay.
Here.
What are you doing with your back foot?
I'm leaving it kind of flat.
Toe up. Yeah. Almost flat. Okay.
Almost flat. But Logan is a beautiful girl. She looks a mixture. She looks like Lisa.
Yeah, she's got a lot of my wife. Yeah.
Cheerleader and very active
and very smart girl, which is so unusual for my children. she's very good at school.
Just took them like Kelsey. She's doing so good now.
Yeah.
Same age as Colby.
Colby.
Yeah.
Well,
Colby. It took Kelsey a long time.
Yeah.
We knew she had it in her.
It still hasn't quite clicked with the boys yet. It's one of those.
But Logan, I saw, she's
no matter what, she wants to get straight A's, and she's doing it.
Great.
Yeah, at college. She's at West Georgia. She's the only one who still lives down there.
Well, and your oldest, he's gotten into hiking too.
He hiked the entire Appalachian Trail and finished it.
That's amazing.
He did the whole thing without a stop, with the exception of a 2-day weekend. We stopped at Newfound Gap, picked him up, and brought him here to Knoxville for a couple days for the orange and white game a few years ago.
Right, I remember.
But he did it.
Good for him.
So impressive. He said he wanted to quit the first day because his pack was so heavy. He says, there's no way I can do it.
Yeah.
Ended up, as everyone does, even though they read all about it beforehand, packed really light. He ended up, halfway through the trip, going with almost a teeny little knapsack on his back, and that's it.
Well, that's amazing.
It's incredible. I was so proud of him.
All right, we're going to do back to kettlebell. Now, we're going to do something kind of sports-specific for not just tennis, but anything. We're going to kind of work on the side of the delt here. So let me show you guys and Ted what I mean. I'm going to step behind. My lower body is going to be like this. And my upper body, I'm just going to swing that weight to the side. So swing it.
So it's like I'm here, I'm taking a step back and then back together.
My backhand.
Yeah. So you're getting it. Reach. But keep that elbow bent.
Right in the net.
Keep that elbow slightly bent. Good job. Well, it didn't take you long to, I mean, there's a lot of people, I think people don't realize when you're in the news business, it's competitive.
Yeah.
But man, y'all are all buddies. I mean, Michelle Silva came from 10. She's over at 8. Bill Kincaid, shout out to Bill.
Yeah.
Great
I've
guy.
I've got lunch set up with Russell Biven. Of course, we work at competing stations now. Right. Robin and I still email from time to time.
Right. 2 more.
Beth Haynes the same. Abby Ham the same.
Yeah.
So I still have a lot of friends over there.
Yeah.
And we're still friends.
So you
still
see each other at media events and all that.
Yeah, which is good.
Okay, other side, I'm sweating. I know Ted is. He must be because it gets hot here.
Yes.
If you're a guest on the show, you burn off 2/3 more calories. So remember that. Same thing, other side. So I'm just taking that foot back, back and forth like that. My upper body, we got about 9 more minutes.
Okay.
Doing good. Upper body, doing that little swing thing. Good job, everybody. So where are you playing tennis?
We're at Smoky.
Oh, yeah.
We've done a little bit at Cedar Bluff, a little at Getty's View. I'm not on a team yet, but we haven't had time yet.
Smoky's over by, I just got some Smoky Mountain Tops countertops, and it's over by Ball Camp. That area, right?
Yep, right over there, almost by Carnes High School.
Tell Lisa to go check out the countertops.
We are in the market for countertops right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know, it's funny how you end up friends with your children's parents. Well, the Scotts, Anna Scott's now one of Gracie's best friends. Her dad is Todd that has Smoky Mountain Tops.
Yeah. Oh, good.
Great family.
Good.
And finally updated my kitchen.
I will tell her today.
You get remnants in the back. If you have a smaller place, you get, like a small area
might
too.
Be able to find some good chunks.
Not Trail Salvage also is good.
Another good place.
Yeah, right down the street from PBS. This is our floors from Not Trail.
I like
2 more.
We're
doing it this side.
I was going to say, this arm's about to give out, man.
Okay, let's put it down here.
Thanks for giving me the lightweight.
Little water break.
I don't want to look too weak.
Okay, it's about time that we do a little bit too for tummy core. So I'm going to show you what I think you can do on that.
Okay. I definitely don't do enough core, so this is something I need to learn.
All I want you to do is to hold this thing like this.
Should I try it with that?
You can try it with that.
I think I might.
Be right in the middle.
Okay.
Here, switch with me because I've done it before.
You can do it with that?
Yeah.
Thank
hold
you.
that.
Okay.
I'm going to do this, and we're going to hold it for 20 seconds.
Are you sure you said 20? You didn't say 7?
It'll feel like 40, but we're going to do 20. 10 more seconds. I'm shaking.
Yep, a little bit of shaking.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come on up.
Good.
Okay, in between, take that weight.
Okay.
Tony. We'll just switch on this one.
That's okay, thanks.
We'll do here just up and down 10 times.
Up to chin level.
Up to chin level. You know, and when people are busy, if y'all would do like a little workout like this Fit and Fun twice a week, even though weights would be better to do an hour, who has the time?
Yeah.
Even 20 minutes twice a week is good.
It is. It's better than nothing. And not only that, you start feeling better about yourself, and it makes you want to work out even more.
Right. And the little plank stuff is no equipment, but it works. So.
Yeah.
Last one. Okay. Back down here.
Same thing?
Same thing.
Are you going to rethink the time?
No, we'll make it 25 for 10
Pete's
this
sakes.
time. Good job, Raina. 20 seconds. Got my Fitbit on. Let's see any steps. I love my Fitbit.
You're going to have to explain to me how that works. Like afterwards. Each day, do you plug it into the computer?
You don't have to. I plug it in to charge it up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. Back up. I do this, plug it in about once every 2 weeks. And since I downloaded the information on my computer, I can also do it to my phone, but I basically hit it, and it'll tell me how many steps I've done. And I'm more worried about just steps. I like to get at least 10,000 a day.
Okay.
You can do your sleep, all that, but I don't.
Yeah.
So.
Because that's supposed to tell you where your deepest sleep was and that kind of stuff.
3 more. 2 more. Good job. Okay, let's set this down for a second. A little water break.
Good idea.
Whew. And if you guys also want, I've got some Train with Coach Kane booklets I always keep here at Fit and Fun. And I've got it back at the Covenant Health Studio office. Y'all can find me on Facebook as well, seeing who's going to be on the show and all that. You can find Ted there too, WVLT, for Ted Hall.
Great people over there.
Yep.
Dino still helps out over there, too. Everybody knows Dino.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I saw him 2 weeks ago. But
Right.
yeah, he pops in and says hi. And
But
when he pops in, you notice.
It's funny that there's so many people that I think that love Knoxville
Yeah.
that have just stayed, like Dean Littleton was at
Yeah.
10, he was at 8, now he's at 6. I mean,
He left Denver to come back. That
Yeah.
kind of stuff. Yeah.
so people just like it here.
There's just something about it. It's so much more comfortable. We're happier in every aspect of our life here than we were
Right, it's
there.
just traffic. We'll talk about that. But we're gonna do a side plank. So I want Ted to follow me.
I'll give you
Now,
10 seconds to reconsider.
This is gonna be about 15, maybe 15 seconds, a little tougher. We're gonna stack our feet. Tell Lisa I wear a little tennis outfit for her.
I will.
We're gonna stack our feet. We're gonna lift up.
Okay.
You can just keep your hand there if you want to, or lift it up.
Okay.
About 15 more seconds. Good for the side obliques, love handles.
I don't think I've ever done one of these.
It's a little tougher. Of course, not like the Lady Balls. Kelsey's come on and she'll do all this stuff. But
Oh, please.
10 more seconds. Good job, everybody.
10 more? Who thinks Missy's a
5,
lousy counter?
4, 3, 2, 1. In between, a good
minute and a
stretch.
half.
We're down here, a good stretch.
Good minute and a half on that one, people.
So you all have already gotten back. And I know y'all were active in the church kind of in North Knoxville.
yeah,
now
yeah.
you're probably living more West Knoxville.
We are deep west now,
Okay.
and we are looking.
Right.
So yeah, we don't have a church home right now, which I imagine the people at my old church won't be happy to hear. But we're gonna go back there as well and put it in the run, and just we're just gonna search around. We discovered a church down in Atlanta that it was. You go with coffee and flip-flops and shorts,
Wow. Yeah.
and I really enjoyed that.
I think there's one out by HGTV that's kind of like that. And Faith Promise of Forgiveness. All right, 5 more seconds, guys. You're doing great. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. One more stretch again of that quad, which I get so tight and I don't stretch. And I need to
Well, it is
stretch
pretty
this.
hard, miss. This one's tough.
Which one is your bad knee?
Both of them.
Okay,
The
good.
current one that needs to be worked on is the right one, but stretching doesn't bother it.
Okay, that's good. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to face that wall. So you
Same
know what
thing?
to do. Same thing.
Now she'll
Stack-
see I'm cheating.
Stack the feet.
Okay.
And lift up.
Like this.
Just about 15 seconds. All we're doing.
Okay.
Good job. And if you guys want more information about hikes and bikes, like I was telling Ted, if you can always call in. I've got a list of my favorite hikes you can get. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's harder.
Yeah.
Top leg back.
Okay.
Pull that back. But I think, Atlanta's pretty. I know Ted and Moira and I covered pre-Olympics down there.
Yeah.
Stone Mountain, gorgeous.
Beautiful place.
But the traffic must be horrendous.
Traffic is an issue. Yeah. And to me, the biggest thing was it's such a huge city. It's got beautiful areas and so much going for it,
Last one.
but it doesn't have a
Community type.
community heartbeat. It doesn't have something that resonates with everybody. And
5 seconds.
East Tennessee does. There's such a pride in
Down?
living here.
Yeah,
Same stretch.
it's we've got a lot going on with Market
Yeah.
Square and all that,
Yeah.
but it's easy to. I know I'm going to Cumberland County to speak. It's easy to dash out on the interstate somewhere else too.
Yes. And the surrounding communities around Knoxville are so great too.
Okay, we're going to come up and do a lunge stretch to close the show. So, Ted, we're going to get to this lunge stretch right here and tell people
Okay.
to spend a couple more minutes if you can stretching that hamstring or the calf like we are. We're glad you're back.
Me too. Thank you. Thrilled to be back.
And I was talking to Cumberland County Medical, one of our new hospitals, and they're like, Ted Hall's coming to do your show. So, you've got folks in Cookeville and Crossville that still know you.
Good.
And,
Good.
It's fun.
Good. I'm real appreciative of all the support that we got coming back. It made it just that much better.
Right. All right. I made Ted sweat. It's the
You
10-mile
did.
workout, and I made him sweat. I always say life is more fun when you're fit. So we
Yes.
got to keep that fitness in mind. Go, even if Lisa's better tennis player, still get out there with her, okay?
And that's exactly the case.
I'm kidding. All right, see you guys next on Fit and Fun right here on East Tennessee PBS.